Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Claire and I'm so thankful for you joining me today. Today's video is a makeup tutorial. I've done so many get ready with me's and all that stuff, but I'm actually showing you how I get this like a bronzy light gold smoky eye. This is something that's easy to wear every day, good for like all ages pretty much. It's like that standard go-to look that people don't even really film so much. Like I've been doing pink smoky eyes like the past couple of videos and like bright things, and today I just wanted to use a really pretty palette but create a really good look that a lot of people would like. And so I used the Morphe and Jeffree Star palette, and so today I'm going to be kind of like just reviewing and doing a tutorial with this palette and then showing you what else I got from the collection, which are the sponges and the brushes. And at the beginning of this video we're going to do like a mini little haul, and ignore my chest, I'm going to talk about it in a minute. I'm a little burnt right now, but yeah, this is like a beautiful palette. You're gonna see it in a second. You've probably already seen it on Instagram, but I'm just super obsessed with it. So, and I love the way this look turned out. I hope you do too, and if you do like it, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below letting me know. But we're gonna go ahead and get rolling with the video. And before I start, I want to address the elephant in the room. Actually, you may not notice, my chest is really red, so I did a bad thing. I went to the tanning bed this morning, and that's why my face looks really pale compared to this. But in like 2 days, it's gonna be back to normal and maybe a little bit darker. But just wanted to let you know nothing's like wrong with me. That's why my face might look a little bit lighter. But I'm gonna kind of show you everything that I got from the collection, which you already saw what I got. But the first thing I did get, I'm not showing you in the video how I use these today because it's pretty explanatory, and it's pretty much a standard product for Morphe. But I did get the 3 sponge set, especially like for Jeffree Star. I did get these mainly because they are pink. I love pink, you know, everything in my living room is pretty much pink, white, purples, that kind of thing. They are extremely soft. I loved this one to blend out my foundation, and then I used one of them to blend out my concealer under my eye, and I am going to use it also to prime my eye with some concealer and like setting powder. So I'm going to save it and use that. But they are so tiny and so cute. I've never had like a little tiny sponge before, so it really did work nice. I'm also going to tell you what highlight I used. I'll go ahead and do that now because it's not really a secret, but I put this on my Instagram story the other day to show you. It's the cookie highlight from Benefit. Jaclyn Hill pretty much did all the marketing behind this highlight, and I think that's probably the main reason they ended up selling it as a single, because it was a part of that Cheek Leader palette. And it says it's a golden pearl super silky highlighter. At the end of this video I'm going to reapply it so you can see what it looks like, but look how, I mean, it's just so shiny, and you can see the tip of my nose is just like, ooh. And some people don't really understand highlight, but you know I love highlight. So the next thing I got was this brush set, and it comes in this pink bag. It says Morphe and Jeffree Star, and it came with, I believe, 10 brushes. Yeah, 10 brushes and a bag. And just to kind of let you know the prices, which you probably already know, the sponges were $16, but I think I used Trend Moods code this time for 10% off. So the sponges ended up being $14.40, and then the brushes were $42. I got them for $37.80, and then the palette, which I'm going to show in a second, was $35, but I got it for $31.50. So these are the brushes that it came with. So just to kind of walk through every one of them, the first brush I have right here is the Js8. It is a palm crease brush. So I love how like tiny it is, and just mainly I got these because they were pink. Like I could probably gone a while without new brushes, but I mean I did need some new ones, and some, like, I've never had like an actual set from Morphe. I've always bought individual. I was gonna get the Jaclyn Hill ones when they came out because they're beautiful too, but I just never did. And then I saw these that they were pink, and I was like, okay. And I do want to say, like, I have nothing against him, but I never was one of those like fanatics for Jeffree Star. Like I never, like, you know, I'm subscribed, I watch his videos sometimes, but it's not like I'm being biased in this video in any way because I'm not like a super fan. I do love his like work ethic. I love that he like invests in real estate and all that stuff. I think it's super cool, and I find all of that so interesting. I love the Shane Dawson series with him, but I'm not like a super fan, you know, so a lot of this is unbiased. I just saw that this was a beautiful collection and a beautiful palette, which is why I purchased it. But the next brush is the Js8, and that is the Fluffer crease brush. So I think I have one very similar to this from Morphe, so I'm really excited to have a new nice and clean one. The next one looks kind of similar, but it looks like it has somewhat of an angle. It is the Js8 Brush. It is, what are you? It is a roll blender brush, so I love, like, I feel like the angle is going to be really good to blend from just like in the crease mixing with the lid, so that's going to be nice. Next one I got is the Js8 brush. It goes from like 5 to 14, so I'm just going to show you whatever I grab. The Js8 is the Drama Crease brush. So this one's really big, but it also has like a flat, sorry, maybe against my black it'll work. It has like a flat angle if you turn it a certain way, but it's also extremely fluffy, which is going to be also really nice to blend out in the crease. And even if you want to do a shade like all over the lid, I feel like that would be good. I love putting them against like my naked eye to kind of just see how they're gonna work. This one, I don't even know what this is, the Js10 brush. It is a Diva, wait, that's wrong. Wait, how is that, what? I'm right, this is a Diva crease brush. So this one is a very precise brush, like very small, like almost like a packed brush. So I feel like this is good when you want to do a dramatic look and really do like a line of color, like before you like cut the crease. I didn't even watch his review on these brushes or this palette, so that's why I don't know a whole lot about it. But I feel like this would also be good to smoke out the lower lash line, so love that. Next one is the Js12 brush. It's kind of like a smaller compact brush. It says it's the Sport Mode Blender brush. So I feel like this is just a good all over lid brush. Next up, this is a liner brush. It's the Js14. And so I don't have any of the liquid liner that you dip it in. I have been wanting to try some. I may get some from Morphe. Let me know if you have a good recommendation of a brand that has good liquid liner that you like actually dip into, not like a liner pencil. The next one's a flat brush. It's the Js11 brush. It's a packer brush. So this is gonna be good for like glitters and all that. This is one of those that I would typically like spritz first and then like pack stuff on the eye. The Js7 brush. So this is a double-ended brush. It looks like it's a eyebrow brush. It's a double trouble brush. So this is good for your brows. My brows are already done. At least I believe that's what this is for. And then it has a really good for like a brow powder, a tip. So I have a couple of these brushes already that I have from like Benefit and a couple other places, but good for that. And the next one is like an angled fluffer brush. Look, so excited about this one. It's the Js5. It's a Crease Queen blush. So this is gonna be really nice to like make sure everything's blended. This is one of those that I would typically leave as like my plain brush and never use it to actually put product on, but rather use it to blend things out. So that's that. Now, like, I'm sure anybody that's watching this video has probably already seen this palette, so I'm not gonna go through every shade. I'm gonna tell you my favorite shades in this palette. I am beyond excited to be filming with it though today. And like I said, I'm not like Jeffree Star's #1 fan or anything. Like, I don't have anything against him. I just, you know, it's like I can only watch so many YouTubers a day, and so this palette, it's just like when I saw it, I was like, that is beautiful. I do want to get some of his lipsticks as well. I try to remain like, again, like unbiased when it comes to like just any kind of makeup person. Like my favorite in the world is Jaclyn Hill, but still, like, I'm gonna be honest, like when her lipsticks weren't good, like they weren't good, but she knows that. So anyway, side note, this is the palette. It's so pretty. I'm trying to get it to where the mirror doesn't show. It has this huge mirror though that it comes with, and I love how it's just pink. Like pink is my favorite color besides gold, but it just has all of these just beautiful colors. I'm trying to get it to where it doesn't show anything. And also, like you already noticed, I did my face already, but I did some swatches like on my own the other day. I showed this on my Instagram story, but I swatched it after. These are the colors that sold me that are in this row. Over here, there's just so many pretty light shimmers, and then this gold, I swatched it and it's almost like, has like a tacky feeling, so I think we're gonna have to maybe use that today. And then the silver really caught my eye. It's just so beautiful. Like this gray smoky look that you can do over here. I think it's so pretty. And of course the pink and purple caught my eye, like all the center colors, but we're not gonna be working with those as much today just because I realized all of my videos lately have featured like pink and purple. So we're gonna try to stay in like this section over here, maybe work with some green. I think this little quad down here could be a really pretty moment. So let's just see where this goes. So if you do notice that my lips are a little messed up, that's okay. I actually just went live on YouTube with my friend Joy. We met, if you watch the video, you'll kind of understand, but we've kind of kept in contact for a couple months now. I interviewed her like when I was a campus rep recruiter, and so she's also a YouTuber, and so it's really cool to like see her hustle and like to be involved in one of her videos. Was so fun. So I have it linked in my community thing, and I'll try, if I remember, to link it down below. I will, to watch her live. It was like 2 hours. We couldn't stop talking. We just had like a really good conversation. But the first hour of it, she's actually interviewing me, which I've never been like actually interviewed before, so that was really fun. But I'm just taking this little bitty blender, or whatever you call it, sponge, and just blending out concealer. It's from Kylie Cosmetics, and then also setting it with some Hourglass setting powder just to give us a nice little base. My chest is so red. Yeah. To start this video, I'm gonna go into the Js8 brush right here, and we're gonna go into the shade Lynn. It is like this cream neutral color right here, if it'll focus. So it's just gonna be a really good shade to put into our crease, just to kind of see how things start. I think this may actually end up being the same color as my skin. That's what it's looking like. So I could have just used this to honestly set my eyes, so this is not even like an important step for me, but it'll give us something to kind of work with. Just kind of blending that out in the crease, and then kind of working everything else that we have down. Well, that's a look. That's very neutral. And then I think I'm really just being called to this shade. I wasn't even gonna go this route, but this Wake and Bake is like a pukey green color. I think it's so pretty down here. I'm gonna take a tad bit of that on the same Js8 brush, and we're going to blend that out in the crease as well. And since this kind of has like a slight angle to it, I'm gonna try and stay on this outer area, just outer crease, not even all the way in, because I've been doing like a lot of halo eye shapes lately, and I kind of want to just make this one a little bit more blended out. And this is just going to be a color that kind of stays in the background, because I really want to do more of these like bright golds and shimmery white kind of colors. Now we're kind of gonna work over that green, and I'm gonna go into this almost like an orangey peach color. This called Mr. Diva right here, since I am going more of the bronzy gold route, if it'll focus. My camera's being really weird today. I'm gonna go into the Js8 brush, which kind of has like a flat side to it, but it's still a little bit fluffy. So I'm gonna work this like in the crease, and then also a little bit lower. This may not have been the right brush to use for that. Now I'm gonna switch brushes, and I'm gonna go into the Js12 brush. And work that a little bit lower into the crease, a little bit lower than the green, but also gonna kind of cover it a little bit. This candle behind me smells so good. It is the Vanilla Pumpkin Marshmallow, and normally I'm not a huge like sweet candle kind of person, but it smells so delightful. I think I'm gonna kind of work this almost covering what I have left of that green, just so we have like a hint of green there, but it's mostly gonna be this orangey peach. So I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Just start it out solely in the crease and lower, and then slowly work my way a little bit farther up. Now we're gonna go back into that Js8 brush that we were gonna use, and I'm gonna go into this dark sparkly matte brown that's called Hi Dude. I think it'll just be really pretty on the outer edges. So I'm just gonna kind of start like packing it a little bit out here, and then slowly blending it up just solely on the outer corner area. And I like this brush because it allows you to kind of angle it into the crease, but then also pack it down here where I want to put it. And we're gonna kind of like wing it out here to kind of where it hits it like almost like an angle. And then we'll smoke out the bottom lash line later on. So I blended that out in both eyes. I'm just trying to make sure it's really evenly blended and smoked, and it's okay if it's kind of coming in at different angles, because at the end I'm gonna cover this middle area with concealer so we can have a prominent lay down of our magical glitters that we're gonna add. I'm gonna tap back into that Mr. Diva with that peachy brush and go around the edges and kind of like just lightly soften soften it up, loosen the mood. 100% like a different color combo than what I normally go for. Like I rarely ever do chocolate browns, you know. The only brush that I'm gonna be using that didn't come from this collection is the Morphe M41 brush. It's just a small packer flat brush that I like to use to cut the crease when I cut creases. So I'm just gonna go into a little bit of Kylie concealer in the shade Bone, and I'm gonna blend that out and shape it to flip fade out today. Always try to like look down and not sneeze. I'm gonna go back into the Mr. Diva just to kind of make sure I didn't lose that going down here, but I don't want that to be like the most prominent shade, but it's not gonna be like one of those cut creases where, you know, you can't like mess up at all. It's gonna be very like an easy going, like just kind of make sure that dark brown doesn't take over any of these shimmers. But now I'm gonna go into the packer brush, the Js8, and I'm gonna spritz it with a little setting spray from Swatches. Now let's decide which beautiful color we want to place on our eyeball today. I think I'm gonna go into Designer Label, which is like a light gold. It's so beautiful. It reminds me of something like a wedding color. I think it's so pretty. It's like a perfect combination of like gold with almost like, is there silver in there? I don't know. The Welcome is more of like a white silver, which is the first shade in the palette. But I'm just going to pack this all over the lid. It's so pretty. And I keep doing more like dramatic looks on my channel and not so much like light, easier to wear looks like this is gonna be. And then now that we have that blended out, I'm gonna go back into Hi Dude with that same brush we were using originally and just kind of make sure it's nice and soft and blended, and kind of drag this brush along the top area. And so just kind of blend that border so it's not like hurting each other, you know? And go back in with the Designer Label, because we want that perfect combination of blended and sharpness, and we don't want it to look like, you know, stupid. Basically, like a harsh line. Now I'm gonna go into that big fluffy brush that I was telling y'all about, the Js8, and I'm gonna go between the two of them. It has nothing on it, and this is just gonna blend everything together and make it one big happy family. And this is one of those easy looks, and I could have probably just like left out that green because it's not really showing anyway. So this is just making sure everything's nice and blended and happy. I did that on both eyes, and it's so simple and easy to do, but it's such a pretty payout, you know? So this is definitely something that could pass by for like a night out, a work look, you know, a church look, wherever you're going. It's one of those simple things. Very, very pretty. But now we're gonna go back into Hi Dude, and I'm gonna go into the Js8 brush, which is the one that, you know, is set for the crease, or called crease brush, but I think it's gonna be perfect for this lower lash line. And I'm really happy I already did my face. It's like such a huge, huge thing. I'm gonna kind of pack this close to the eyeball. Or close to the lash line, I mean, not the eyeball, that would hurt. And then I'm gonna take the Js8 brush, which is like a super tiny little cute brush, and I'm gonna go back into Mr. Diva and kind of smooth that out a little bit more on the bottom lash line to make it not so choppy and harsh. And we're gonna put this on the outer edge of the darker chocolate shade. I'm now gonna go into the first shade, which I think is just so beautiful, that Welcome shade. It is just a white highlight color, and I wiped off the Js8 brush that I literally just used, and we're gonna use this to pop some brightness into the inner corner, a little bit on that brow bone that we have left. We don't have a lot of brow bone to. I'm actually gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take that Jeffree, the Js8 brush, which is supposed to be like for the brow, and I'm gonna go back into Hey Dude, and I'm just gonna take that and kind of lightly line the top lash line, just very thinly, because we're gonna go in with some falsies, and I kind of, you know, like to have it something to kind of look like liner, so it doesn't, so it doesn't kind of pop off so much. But I'm just kind of like pressing that against the lash line just very lightly, just so it has like a little bit of a lift and something for the lashes to kind of almost blend into. Now for the lashes, I'm gonna just curl my lashes, and then I'm gonna go in with some Lancome mascara that y'all know is my current favorite, the Monsieur Big. I hope I say that right. It's just in the shade Black, I'm sure. 01. And then for lashes, I'm going in with Mykonos from Lily Lashes. These have just been my go-to because they're so fluttery and like wide, but they're not like super like thick and cakey to where you can't like see out of them and you look like you're, you know, got wings and you're about to take off, which I love a good dramatic lash, but these are good for like a dramatic everyday lash, which is kind of like the look that we have going on right now. And they are dramatic, but not like the crazy dramatic. I'm trying to like pull off some of the glue on them because I've been wearing them like a lot lately. So we're gonna do this. So I finished the eyes. I just think it looks so good, so dramatic, and I think the darkness going all the way under but then light on the top kind of gives it like a weird angle, like lion looking vibe. But I'm gonna show you my lip combo. I've been loving the MAC Whirl lip liner and then Jaclyn Hill Isla. I know about the lipstick thing. I've talked about this in my last makeup video too. I just love it. It's just such a cool pink color for me. So yeah, I already have it on my lips, but it's kind of came off because I wiped some of it off because it looked bad. You know how like it gets crusty after you talk? Like I put it on like 3 hours ago and it stayed on like the whole time pretty much, but I just wanted a fresh batch of lipstick. Also my skin has been like under the light for a long time, so I need to do like a couple touch-ups with that, but other than that, it's been really good. You can see this bump on the tip of my nose. So annoying. I did a face mask last night. Also gonna go back into that lip liner and just touch up around the edges of the top. And then I'm also gonna put on some of this Brunch Drunk Filler Lip Stink Plumping Lip Polish from NYX. I love this stuff. I'd compare it to like the Buxom, the kind that makes your like the lip gloss that makes your lips tingle. I feel like the gold, it's like a rose gold color. It's gonna go with the eyes. I'm gonna go in a little bit more of the MAC Peachy Keen blush, just to give a little color back. So this cookie highlight really is just so pretty. And it really is one of those like smooth highlights, you know, like you have some that are kind of chalky but still pretty. This is one of those that goes on so smoothly. It almost looks like it could be like a liquid highlight that you put on, like somehow morphed with your skin. I'm gonna go and spray my face with the Morphe setting mist. And already before I did my face, or before I did my eyes, I put on some of that Tatcha Luminous Mist that I wear a lot. Oh, it looks so pretty. One last thing I want to do, I'm going to go into some NYX Milk liner. Let me wipe that off a little bit. I'm just going to put it on my bottom lash line. Okay guys, so that is it for this tutorial. I know this wasn't like the most dramatic look that I could have done with this beautiful, beautiful palette. But I 10 out of 10 recommend it. $35 palette, but you're getting what, 6 times 5? You're getting 30 shades, so that's just a little over $1 per color, which Morphe is so affordable. And you have so many looks that you can do. You have like, I think the next thing I might do is also a fall look, like a matte fall eye, or even like a glittery fall eye, which, I mean, the look I have on right now could be that too. But there's so many like reds and oranges and then pinks, and then you have all these beautiful greens down here and browns, and then you can do a little silver smoky action. But this is really just what's calling my name. I think this could even be like a pretty wedding day palette if it had a couple more like neutral colors. Like I feel like these would work, but they're a little bit too peachy for my liking for like a wedding day look. Not that I'm getting married anytime soon, but yeah, it's just so pretty. And I feel like this is going to be my new like go-to color, like the color that I put on the main portion of my lid, the shimmery color. What is it? Designer Label. That's like my favorite color. It reminds me of one of my favorite colors out of the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, which I've almost used up. Y'all probably know the one I'm talking about. I can't remember the name. And then that cookie highlighter. Oh, that stuff is so bright. I love it so much. But yeah, this is the overall look. Thank you for watching. I really do love the pink sponges. They're so soft. I needed some new sponges anyway. And then all the brushes are great. The only thing I do wish they had was a small packer brush. But it's okay that they don't. It's no biggie. But yeah, I love it overall. I think it's really great and it's really a pretty look. So if you liked it too, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below letting me know what you want to see next, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. But I will see y'all in my next video, and I love y'all so much. Thank you for all of your support. There's like 50 something hundred of you, 50 something what? There's 5,000 like 200 and something of you at this moment. May have lost some, may have gained some, I'm really not sure by the time this video goes up, but I'm so thankful for every single one of you that's watched my videos from now until like the past or whatever. But yeah, this is the overall look, and I hope you liked it, and I'll see y'all later, and stay blessed wherever you are, and have a great day. Thank you. Bye.